Hello, everybody. Just real quick, I wanted to talk to you about unit number 13. I know that's what we're doing this week, and I meant to send this video out sooner, so I do apologize. So those of you who have started unit number 13 or have done, the critical skills assessment in the past, know that truthfully they are a bit of a beast, and not in the good way that Disney makes movies out of. So let's actually look at the original here. So this is the original unedited version. As you can see, it has a short story ending about there, and then it has multiple choice questions 1 and 2. One has parts A and B. Question 2 also has A and B. It then has 2 multiple choice questions. I'm sorry, short answer questions. Then it has another thing to read, more multiple choice. And then this one actually has 3 short answers, 7, 8, and 9. Another thing to read, multiple choice, 3 short answers. Oh, nope, there's a 4th short answer. And then this big multi-paragraph thing that says at least 3. But honestly, it's kind of hard to answer this entire question. I mean, it does have, parts A through H in only 3 paragraphs. At least they're really dense paragraphs. So I didn't like that. I think it's a little too much. So let me show you my new edited Mr. Cook approved version. So we do have the same number of readings. So we have Encounter at the Laundromat. But as you can see, I've completely done away with the multiple choice and just went straight to question number 3. And, I did put first question. Actually, I think I'm going to highlight that. Just to make that really, really clear here. I did bold, use events in quotations, and I even provided the rubric that I'll be using to grade these. It's basically just a checklist. Does your answer explain why Darren hides the money? If yes, you get a point. Does the answer explain why Darren does not say anything to the man with the goatee? If yes, you get a point. Do you use events and quotations and so on and so forth? If yes, you get a check. So that's basically how I'm going to be grading this. I'm going to focus really heavily on what you do have as opposed to what you don't have. Now, if you have tremendously obvious grammar errors to the point where it's like hard to read, then I might have to take some points off for that. But again, I am mostly looking for what you do have. Did you answer the full question? And here it is right here. So that's the first one. Then we have you found money, now what? And then again, a single question for it, which was question number 7, which is actually the second question. And again, use examples from the text. I bolded from the text, and then again I gave you a rubric that basically functions as a checklist. I want to give you points for what you do have. Here's finders keepers. Another question. I skipped down straight to 11, which is your third question, and again I'm providing you a rubric or a checklist, however you want to consider it. And then the 4th and final question was number 14, and again I'm giving you a rubric. I completely did away with the multi-paragraph essay about the, you have a metal detector on a beach and all that fun stuff. So there are 4 questions. Number 3, number 7, 11, and 14. So how does the grading work? It is worth 50 points, mostly because 48 is a little hard to deal with. So there's 4 questions. According to the rubric, they're all worth 3 points. So you'd think that this was worth 12 points. Instead, what I'm going to do is take your score out of 12 and multiply it by 4. And that'll give you a new score out of 48. But 48 is kind of hard to conceptualize, in a percentage way. Like 37 out of 48, what is that? I don't know. It's hard to do the exact math in your head. So I'm just going to give you the extra 2 bonus points. Because 50 is a lot easier to work with, in my humble opinion. So, it's at 50 points. Please follow the checklists, and you will do fine. This document that I'm now have created is 7 pages. The original was 13, so I did cut quite a bit out. So what's the plan? Obviously, we are in this week here, and again, I'm sorry that I'm just now getting this video out to you. I had the best of intentions. I really, really did. So I'm giving you 2 weeks to do this. So we are here, it's February the 18th. This is not due until the end of this week, which is March 4th. So it's due March 4th, and you will turn this into Study Island. In fact, as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm going to open up Study Island. That way, those of you who are ready can turn it in now and forget this ever happened. Or however you want to look at it. So obviously, a legitimate question comes up, and that's, what if I've already finished this? Or what if I've already started and answered more questions than the one that you've required? And the answer is, send them to me if you want. If you have already done multiple choice questions, for example, let me just talk about this using the other one. If you have already done these multiple choice questions and want credit for that work, I will find a way to give you the credit. Now, if you get this wrong, it will count against you if you send it to me. So only send it to me if you feel really confident about it. But again, if you want credit, send it to me and I will incorporate it in your grade. Or you can just send me those 4 questions. It's kind of entirely up to you. I will be flexible with that so long as you do send me the 4 that I've required. So that should fully answer that. If you have any other questions, just let me know through Kmail. Again, March 4th, you will turn these into Study Island. It's worth 50 points. You're only doing questions. Maybe questions number 3, number 7, 11, and 14. That's all. And I did try to make that pretty clear. I am going to send you this student example. So that should reduce, the odds of people turning in like question 5 or something. So you will get a copy of this. I'm going to send you a PDF and the Word doc. So you can use whatever you want to use. So again, if you have any questions, send me a Kmail. Thanks for watching.